Hey everyone, welcome to Lazy Girl Creations. Today I'm going to do a flower bloom coaster and I'm going for kind of a rainbow look. So the first thing I'm going to do, I already mixed up my resin and I'm mixing some gold leaf flakes into a really small amount of resin just so I can use this for the center of my flower bloom. So I'm also going to quickly spritz the silicone mold with some 91% isopropyl alcohol, and then I go ahead and put in my little bit of gold leaf in the center. So now I'm just checking the temperature of my resin. I like to let it warm up. It takes 20 or 25 minutes to hit 30 degrees Celsius. I like for it to be at least 30 degrees Celsius. Here are my colors. We've got dark indigo, red, medium yellow, and blue. And these are Let's Resin brand. So I went ahead and shook up each one and undid the caps so that I can pour them easily when it comes time. So here I'm putting probably about 15 to 20 milliliters of resin into the little cup there. I'm mixing in the teeniest amount of just Resin brand titanium white pigment paste, mixing it into there. And then I'm also going to be adding, I think I added a tiny bit more after this. Yes. And then I'm going for kind of a skim milk kind of look. So I don't want it to be very thick. I'm adding a little bit of Let's Resin brand alcohol ink Sinker White. I find that it helps with the blooms. And then I'm going to be putting this plastic baggie into a cup, putting the mixed up white into that plastic baggie, and the cup just helps it kind of stand up so that it's less messy, pouring it in there. So after I do this, I seal up that baggie and I put it to the side and wait until it's time to use it. Go ahead and pour my warmed up resin into the coaster mold. And after that, I'm gonna start adding the alcohol inks. So we're starting with that dark indigo in the center. And then generally I like to put the darker colors closer to the middle. I added some red and then some of the medium yellow in between. And then on the outside, I put the regular blue color. What I learned is that the outside color is going to end up being kind of the dominant color of your work because the resin, as it cures, pulls the colors towards the center. As you can see, it's already doing. So if you are thinking of the center color as being more dominant, it's not going to be. It's going to look just kind of dark in the center. So that's something I learned doing this one. I went ahead and cut the tip on the end of that baggie and did a spiral pattern starting in the center. I added a few white dots in the middle and just kind of, added a few more spirals to use up more of that white. Here I drew in from opposite ends. I did not touch the bottom, but I did go in, it's not just the top. I want to make sure it's getting like deep enough into the resin to actually pull in the white. I decided not to do petals going out at all. Like I didn't pull them out, as you can see. All right, so this is a time lapse of the blooming effect happening. It was over the course of about 25 minutes. And even after that, it did pull in more, as you can see. Here we go for the demold. And that is super cool. So I'm putting it against a white background. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of the red in that one spot on the right, but I can show you. So this is against the white, and then this is against black. So I might add black to the back because I do like how that looks a lot. Anyway, I hope you learned something and enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching.